Ariella slammed the door shut behind her, the echo reverberating through the empty hallway like a gunshot in the dead of night. Her mother's suitcase stood mockingly by the front door, zipped tight and ready, while the plane tickets, two of them, one now useless, lay crumpled on the kitchen table. "How could you?" Ariella whispered to the empty room, her voice cracking as the betrayal sank in. Realizing that the woman who had promised endless adventures had chosen to leave her behind, all because of who she loved. She collapsed onto the couch, her mind racing back to that fateful dinner 2 weeks ago. The aroma of lasagna had filled the air, a rare family meal in their modest Chicago apartment. Ariella had gathered her courage, her hands trembling under the table as she announced, "Mom, I'm in love with Joy. She's a woman." The words hung heavy, and her mother's face had frozen, forked midway to her mouth. Evelyn, her mother, had always been the dreamer, the one who spun tales of backpacking through Europe, just the two of them, ever since Ariella's father walked out when she was 10. "We'll see the world, Ari," Evelyn would say, her eyes alight with wanderlust. But now that light dimmed into something colder. Evelyn's response came like a slap. "Ariella, this isn't you. It's a phase influenced by those liberal friends of yours. We don't do that in our family." The argument escalated, voices rising until Evelyn stormed out, slamming her bedroom door. Ariella had hoped time would soften her, but instead, it hardened the divide. Now, staring at the abandoned ticket, Ariella's thoughts swirled in turmoil. Why did loving Joy make her unworthy? Joy, with her infectious laugh and unyielding support, had been the anchor in Ariella's stormy life. They met at a campus rally for LGBTQ rights at Northwestern University, where Ariella was studying journalism. Joy, a budding artist, had painted signs with bold strokes, her passion igniting something deep within Ariella. But Evelyn saw it as a threat to their bond, to the future she envisioned. "I can't watch you throw your life away," she'd said in their last conversation, her voice laced with disappointment. Ariella had pleaded, "Mom, this is my life. Joy makes me happy." Yet, Evelyn booked the trip anyway, originally for both, now solo. The note left behind was curt. "Need space to think. Love you, but this hurts." Ariella's chest tightened. Was love supposed to hurt like this? She picked up her phone, dialing Joy, who answered on the first ring. "She's gone," Ariella choked out. Joy's voice was steady, a bomb. "Come over. We'll figure this out." Driving through the bustling streets of Chicago, Ariella's mind replayed childhood memories. Evelyn raising her alone, working double shifts as a nurse to afford piano lessons and school trips. "One day we'll escape this grind," Evelyn promised. But escape now meant abandoning her daughter for embracing her truth. At Joy's loft in Wicker Park, Ariella fell into her arms, sobs racking her body. "She chose her prejudices over me," Ariella murmured. Joy held her tight, whispering, "You're not alone. But maybe she'll come around." Deep down, Ariella doubted it. The wound felt too raw. The next days blurred into a haze of anger and resolve. Ariella threw herself into her work, interning at a local news outlet. Her articles on social justice gained traction, one piece on LGBTQ youth homelessness going viral. Comments flooded in, some supportive, others venomous, mirroring society's divide. "Freak," one read. "Inspiring," another. It fueled her fire. Joy encouraged her, late nights brainstorming over coffee. "Your voice matters, Ari," Joy said, her eyes fierce. But internally, Ariella battled doubt. Was pursuing this path worth the family rift? The moral quandary gnawed at her. Honor thy mother, but at what cost to self? Evelyn's absence stretched into weeks. Postcards arrived from Paris, Rome, places they dreamed of together. "Thinking of you," they said, but Ariella saw them as taunts. She confided in her therapist, unpacking layers of guilt. "Did I push her away?" she wondered aloud. The sessions revealed deeper truths. Evelyn's own repressed life, marrying young, sacrificing dreams. Perhaps Ariella's coming out mirrored freedoms Evelyn never claimed. But understanding didn't erase the pain. One evening, Joy proposed, "Let's create our own adventures." They planned a weekend getaway to Michigan's dunes, a small rebellion. As they walked hand in hand along the shore, wind whipping their hair, Ariella felt a spark of freedom. Yet shadows lingered. What if she never accepts us? Ariella thought, her heart heavy. Joy squeezed her hand. Then we build our family. The words offered hope, but the internal conflict raged. Was blood thicker than love? Ariella's career surged. A major publication picked up her story, offering a full-time position. Excitement mingled with sorrow. Who to share it with? She posted online, the announcement garnering likes and shares. Among them a message from Evelyn. Proud of you. Ariella's pulse quickened. Was this an olive branch? Or mere politeness? She didn't reply, the betrayal still fresh. Instead, she leaned on Joy, their bond deepening amid the chaos. Months passed, Evelyn's trip extended indefinitely. Ariella channeled her energy into advocacy, speaking at events. One panel discussion on family acceptance drew a crowd. Coming out shouldn't cost you your home, she declared, voice steady despite inner turmoil. Applause erupted, but in quiet moments, she questioned her choices. Had she been too defiant? The moral ambiguity haunted her. Forgive or forget? Joy noticed her withdrawal. Talk to me, she urged one night, as they lay in bed. Ariella confessed, I miss her, but I can't pretend I'm not me. Joy nodded, sharing her own story of parental rejection. It gets better, but it hurts. Their conversation turned raw, exposing vulnerabilities. Ariella realized love demanded sacrifices, but so did self-respect. A breakthrough came via email. Evelyn wanted to meet upon return. Ariella's heart raced. Hope or trap? She agreed, nerves frayed. The reunion loomed. A test of wills. The coffee shop buzzed with midday chatter, but Ariella felt isolated in her corner booth, staring at the door. Evelyn walked in, tan from European sun, her eyes scanning until they locked on Ariella. The hug was awkward, tentative, like strangers reacquainting after years, not months. They sat, silence stretching until Evelyn broke it. I saw your article. It's brilliant. Ariella nodded, guarded. Thanks. But that's not why we're here. Evelyn sighed, fiddling with her napkin. I needed time, Ari. Your news. It shocked me. Our family isn't like that. Ariella's anger flared. Like what? Happy. Honest. The words cut deep, Evelyn flinching. Internally, Ariella wrestled. Lash out or seek understanding. The societal pressure Evelyn embodied. Conservative roots in a Midwest town clashed with Ariella's urban awakening. Evelyn confessed. I grew up believing certain things. Church tradition. Seeing you with her, it challenged everything. Ariella leaned in, voice low. Joy isn't a challenge, she's my partner. The admission hung, Evelyn's face paling. Partner? It's serious then. Ariella nodded, thoughts swirling. Why defend love to her own mother? The moral dilemma intensified. Family loyalty versus personal truth. Conversation shifted to the trip. Evelyn described Eiffel Tower views, Italian gelato, but her enthusiasm rang hollow. I thought it'd clear my head, she admitted. Instead, I missed you. Ariella's skepticism mounted. Missed me enough to leave without a word? Evelyn's eyes welled. I was scared of losing you to this lifestyle. The word stung, a societal slur disguised as concern. Ariella's mind raced to Joy, waiting at home with supportive texts. Their relationship, built on mutual respect, contrasted Evelyn's conditional love. You didn't lose me. You pushed me away, Ariella said, voice trembling. Evelyn reached across, but Ariella pulled back. The rejection mirrored Evelyn's own. A cycle of hurt. Days later, tension escalated at a family gathering Evelyn insisted on. Relatives gathered in their old home, unaware of the rift. Aunt Clara gushed. Evelyn's stories from abroad. And Ariella's big job, proud family. But undercurrents simmered. When Joy arrived, invited by Ariella as a statement, whispers started. Who's she? Uncle Bob asked. Evelyn's smile faltered. Ariella introduced. My girlfriend, Joy. Gasps echoed, societal judgment palpable. Evelyn pulled her aside. Here? Now. Ariella stood firm. Yes, because hiding isn't living. Internally, fear gnawed. Was this defiance worth the fallout? Joy faced stares with grace, but Ariella saw the strain. That night, arguments erupted. Evelyn accused. You're rubbing it in. Ariella retorted. You're ashamed of me. Tears flowed, betrayals laid bare. Joy offered solace later. We don't need their approval. But Ariella doubted. Could love thrive in isolation? The pressure mounted as work demanded more. Covering stories of discrimination. Mirroring her life. One interview with a disowned teen hit home. Family should be safe, the girl said. Ariella agreed. Yet her own wasn't. Evelyn attempted reconciliation via calls. Sharing regrets. I was wrong to leave. Ariella listened, conflicted. Forgiveness tempted, but trust shattered. Actions speak, she replied. Evelyn promised change, but skepticism lingered. A turning point. Ariella's promotion to lead reporter, specializing in social issues. Media buzz grew, interviews requested. Evelyn watched from afar, pride mixed with envy. She attended a public talk uninvited, approaching afterward. I'm trying, Ari. Ariella softened slightly. Try harder. Their bond teetered, small steps forward. Dinners without Joy first, testing waters. Evelyn asked questions, awkward but genuine. What drew you to her? Ariella shared. Her strength, kindness. Evelyn nodded, internal shifts evident. But society loomed, friends' judgments, church gossip. Joy felt sidelined. Am I the problem? She asked one night. Ariella reassured. No prejudices. But doubt crept. Was reconciling worth risking their relationship? The moral choice weighed heavy, family or love. Betrayal resurfaced when Evelyn confided in a relative who spread rumors. Ariella confronted. You promised discretion. Evelyn apologized. Old habits. Trust eroded again, damage deep. Ariella's success amplified. A book deal offer for her essays on identity. Excitement surged, shared with Joy. This is us, Joy said. But Evelyn's call came. Congrats. Can we celebrate? Ariella hesitated, the pull strong. Internal monologue dominated. Forgive the past? Or protect the present? The drama intensified, choices fraught. The book launch party glittered under chandeliers in a downtown Chicago venue. Ariella at the center, signing copies with a steady hand. Joy stood by her side, beaming, their fingers brushing in quiet support. Evelyn arrived late, hesitant at the door, scanning the crowd of journalists, activists, and friends, many openly queer. She approached, hugging Ariella stiffly. I'm so proud. Ariella smiled faintly. Thanks for coming. But tension simmered. Evelyn's eyes darted to Joy, discomfort evident. During the speech, Ariella spoke of resilience. Love doesn't conform, it transforms. Applause thundered, but Evelyn shifted uneasily, societal norms clashing with the room's energy. Post-event, a private confrontation brewed. Evelyn pulled Ariella aside. This book, it's all about us. The rift. Ariella nodded. Truth hurts but heals. Evelyn's face crumpled. I feel exposed. Ariella's anger rose. You exposed me by leaving. The exchange escalated, voices hushed but intense. I sacrificed for you, Evelyn claimed. And I for myself. Ariella shot back. Internally, guilt flickered. Was airing family laundry ethical? Joy intervened gently. Mrs. Thompson, we're building something real. Evelyn's response shocked. Real? This isn't what I wanted for her. Joy recoiled, hurt flashing. Ariella defended. What you wanted? My life isn't yours. The betrayal stung anew. Evelyn's words a dagger. Nights followed with Ariella's mind in overdrive. Choose mother or partner. The societal pressure amplified. Media scrutiny on her personal life. An article questioned. Does success mend broken families? Comments debated, mirroring her turmoil. Evelyn attempted amends, inviting them to dinner. The evening started cordially but devolved. Tell me about your art. Evelyn asked Joy stiffly. Joy shared, but Evelyn's follow-up. Ever consider a traditional path? Offended, Joy retorted. Tradition isn't one size fits all. Ariella mediated, exhausted. Mom, accept or step back. Evelyn tearfully. I'm trying but it's hard. The moral quandary deepened. Compassion for Evelyn's upbringing versus self-preservation. Ariella journaled thoughts. Her pain is real, but so is mine. Where's the line? Success brought opportunities. A TED Talk invitation on identity and family. Preparing. Ariella reflected on sacrifices. Joy supported, but strain showed. Don't lose yourself, Joy warned. Ariella nodded, but doubt persisted. During the talk, Evelyn attended virtually, messaging afterward. Eye-opening. Progress? Ariella hoped, but caution ruled. A crisis hit. Evelyn fell ill, a minor heart scare from stress. Hospital visit forced proximity. I regret leaving, Evelyn whispered from the bed. Ariella held her hand, emotions surging. Why now? Internally. Forgiveness as healing or weakness. Joy visited too, offering flowers. Evelyn thanked her weakly, a small bridge. But recovery brought regression. Evelyn's friends visited, spewing judgments. Pray for her. One said of Ariella. Overheard, Ariella confronted. Your prayers won't change me. The fallout. Evelyn defended weakly, betraying again. Ariella stormed out. Thoughts chaotic. Enough is enough? Joy consoled. You deserve peace. Their bond strengthened, but Ariella questioned. At what cost? Career peaked with awards, but personal life frayed. Evelyn's pleas increased. Give me time. Ariella granted, warily. A pivotal dinner. Evelyn apologized fully. I was wrong. Fear drove me. Tears flowed. Ariella listened, heart softening. Prove it. Evelyn nodded, committing to therapy. Hope flickered, but skepticism lingered. Society's gaze intensified. Public coming out stories inspired, but invited backlash. Hate mail arrived. Disgrace to family. Ariella stood tall, but internally quaked. Joy proposed a commitment ceremony, small and intimate. Our future. Ariella agreed. Excitement mixing with fear. Invite Evelyn? The decision loomed, a test of growth. Evelyn's response. I'd be honored. Surprise hit, but genuine? Preparations brought joy, but undercurrents of doubt. Ariella's monologue. Trust again? Or guard my heart? The ceremony approached, high stakes. The garden venue bloomed with spring flowers, a serene backdrop to the commitment ceremony under clear Chicago skies. Ariella stood in a simple white dress, Joy in elegant ivory, their eyes locked in promise. Guests mingled, friends, colleagues, but Evelyn's seat remained empty as vows began. Ariella's voice wavered. Joy, you taught me love without conditions. Joy replied. Ariella, you're my truth. Rings exchanged, applause erupted. But internally, Ariella ached. Where was her mother? The absence screamed betrayal anew. Post-ceremony, a text. Stuck in traffic. Coming. Evelyn arrived flustered, hugging tightly. Beautiful, she murmured. Relief washed, but suspicion nagged. Genuine or performative? Reception flowed, Evelyn mingling awkwardly. She toasted. To new beginnings. Guests cheered, but Ariella watched warily. Later, private talk. Why late? Evelyn confessed. Doubts hit. Society's voice loud. Honesty surprised. Ariella shared. Mine too. Vulnerability bridged gaps. But peace shattered weeks later. A family reunion invited all, including Joy. Relatives' stares pierced. Cousin Mark sneered. Not natural. Evelyn silenced him. Enough. Defense shocked Ariella. Progress? Internal conflict raged. Accept this evolution? Or brace for backslide? Ariella's book tour took her nationwide, sharing stories of reconciliation. Audiences questioned. Forgive betrayal? She pondered aloud, mirroring her life. Home, Joy noticed distance. What's eating you? Ariella admitted. Mom's change real? Joy urged, give credit. But doubt persisted. A bombshell. Evelyn joined a support group for parents of LGBTQ kids. Learning, she said over coffee. Ariella probed. Why now? Evelyn. Your success showed strength. I was blind. Ariella's thoughts. Success as catalyst? Conditional? Moral debate intensified. Love earned or inherent? Society praised her story, but critics decried forced acceptance. Tension peaked at a holiday dinner. Evelyn hosted, Joy included. Conversations flowed until politics arose. Uncle's homophobic joke. Evelyn rebuked sharply. Not in my house. Ariella beamed inwardly. Ally emerging? But private doubts. Sustainable? Joy shared fears. If she slips, it hurts us. Ariella agreed. Choice is heavy. Career demands pulled. Ariella keynote a conference on ethics in relationships. Betrayal tests us, she said. Personal resonance deep. Evelyn attended, approaching post-talk. Inspired me. Hugs genuine. Bond mending? A setback. Evelyn hesitated, inviting them to church. Not ready. Ariella hurt. Still ashamed? Evelyn, working on it. Patience tested. Joy proposed boundaries. Protect our peace. Ariella concurred, internal monologue. Love with limits? Success amplified. TV appearances, advocacy awards. Evelyn bragged to friends, pride evident. But Ariella questioned motives. Genuine or opportunistic? A confrontation. Did my fame change you? Evelyn denied. It opened eyes. Truth? Ariella pondered. Relationship with Joy deepened, sanctuary amid storm. We're solid, Joy affirmed. Ariella believed, but family shadows loomed. Evelyn's gesture. Trip planning for 3. Make up for before. Ariella hesitated. Trust? Decision time. Accept or decline. Moral weight. Second chances? They went New York weekend. Sight seen, laughs shared. Evelyn asked Joy questions, bonding tentatively. But a slip? Comment on phase. Ariella snapped. Not a phase. Evelyn apologized profusely. Growth evident, but imperfect. Returned home, reflections. Progress, but scars remain. Ariella's thoughts. Forgiveness a journey, not destination. The New York trip lingered in Ariella's mind as a fragile victory. Conversations echoing long after. Back in Chicago, life resumed its rhythm, but with newfound layers. Evelyn called weekly, checking in, not just on success, but on well-being. How's Joy? Became routine, a small but seismic shift. Yet, societal backlash persisted. An online troll targeted Ariella's family story. Fake reconciliation for clout. It stung, fueling self-doubt. Was Evelyn's change authentic? Ariella confided in Joy. What if it's temporary? Joy held her. We watch, we wait. Their bond, tested by fire, emerged stronger, a testament to chosen love. Evelyn volunteered at a Pride event, surprising all. Photos circulated. Ariella's mother, apron-clad, serving food. Supporting my daughter, she captioned. Ariella's heart swelled, but caution whispered. Motive? A family crisis united them. Aunt's illness required care. Evelyn and Ariella tag-teamed, Joy assisting. In quiet moments, Evelyn shared regrets deeper. I feared losing control, she admitted. Ariella listened. Control over me? Evelyn nodded, tears falling. Foolish. Vulnerability peeled layers, revealing a woman shaped by her own unfulfilled dreams. Internal Ariella. Empathy heals, but boundaries protect. Moral navigation continued. Compassion without compromise. Success evolved. Ariella launched a podcast on family dynamics in queer lives. Evelyn guested first episode. I was wrong, she declared publicly. Listeners responded, debates igniting. Redemption possible? Joy co-hosted episodes, their chemistry evident. Love wins, they chorused. But off-air, strains. Evelyn's occasional slip-ups, like misgendering a friend. Corrections came swift, learning curves steep. A major test, holiday season, full family. Joy integrated, but tensions arose. Relatives probed intrusively. Evelyn defended. Respect their life. Stand taken, alliances shifted. Ariella reflected. Change demands effort from all. Her own growth, less anger, more understanding. But damages price? Emotional toll high. Podcast soared, sponsorships rolling. Evelyn attended live recording, applauding loudest. Pride mutual now. Yet a betrayal echo. Old letter found. Evelyn's pre-trip rant to a friend about saving Ariella. Confronted, Evelyn owned. Past me. Not now. Forgiveness granted, but trust incremental. Joy proposed marriage legally, ring sparkling. Forever. Ariella accepted, joy overwhelming. Evelyn's reaction. Tears of happiness. Welcome to the family, Joy. Wedding planning bonded trio. Evelyn suggested venues, inclusive. Society watched. Media dubbed redemption arc. But internal conflicts. Ariella questioned. Earned or circumstantial? Success's role undeniable. Visibility forced reckoning. Ceremony day. Vows renewed. Evelyn walking Ariella down aisle. Proud, she whispered. Reception danced. Laughter genuine. Post-honeymoon, life stabilized. Evelyn traveled again, with them. Adventures shared, promises fulfilled differently. Ariella's final podcast episode posed. In the end, was blood's pull stronger than society's chains, or did personal triumph rewrite the rules? Years on, bonds endured, imperfect but resilient. Love's forms evolved, sacrifices paid dividends. Yet the question lingered, inviting reflection. Was Evelyn's return driven by genuine remorse, or merely the glow of her daughter's achievements?